This is CERN, Part 2. Before we get started with this video, this will be a continuation of my first video about the CERN, which is what they do not want you to know about the CERN. If you have not seen it yet, I recommend you see it to get a full understanding of what I'll be covering in this video as it relates to the first video. I'm going in depth about the looming threat of the portal being breached, causing dark matter to enter our dimension. Since the Hadron Collider is continuing its advance to open the portal to the dark dimension, eventually it will succeed. The portal will be breached. When this happens, the questions you should ask yourself are: what is dark matter? Can it affect humans? How can I protect myself from dark matter if necessary? The first thing you need to know is what is normal matter. The dimension we live in is considered normal matter. It's a normal matter environment. And for the most part, it's stable. The quality of life is good in comparison to unstable environments. In this environment, the energy is controlled. For instance, the gas and electric energy is contained and regulated. The energy is not off the leash, so to speak, running rampant. Case of the open portal. Opening the portal would open this world to another dimension, a dark dimension with dark matter. When you open a door to another dimension, anything can come from the other side. Entities inside this dark realm are attracted to dark matter. Demons are usually among this dark matter. As dark matter flows out, as does the dark spiritual forces. Basically, a welcome mat has been placed by the door. What is dark matter? Dark matter is another name for antimatter. This black matter is mostly found in the center of galaxies and clusters. Dark matter travels at a slow pace and is cold as it makes contact with normal matter. It travels in large masses cloaked by invisibility as it enters the presence of light. There is a greater degree of dark matter than there is normal matter. How does dark matter affect normal matter? As dark matter makes contact with normal matter, there is little or no effect on normal matter, meaning there will not be any fireworks sequence unless certain conditions are present. Take a look at this picture. This is a diagram of normal matter. The white dots represent normal matter. Also in this picture, you'll notice that some of the normal matter is surrounded by a bluish shadow. That shadow is dark matter passing through normal matter. Usually contact between these two forms of matter is peaceful, no ruckus or turbulence. However, there are exceptions to this rule. The exception will only apply if certain conditions are met. Effect of dark matter particle collision. Two or more dark matter particles colliding can result in destruction of those particles, and the debris would be vastly spread. You wouldn't want to be in that area. That environment would become very unstable. Anything within that vicinity would be affected. This is why we should be concerned about huge amounts of dark matter entering our dimension. They are highly unstable when they make contact with each other. The particles would be destroyed, and the force of their collision would thrust the debris from the particles flying everywhere in the area. You had better have some special protective equipment on your body to survive that firestorm. Steer clear from that type of situation. Massive bursts of energy is released from dark matter, and it's destructive in nature. The most intriguing thing about dark matter is that it attracts dark forces and entities. These entities thrive on the robust energy expelled from the collisions. They also may be hitching a ride to seek a new environment for prey. Some people may have a dark energy within them, and these entities may gravitate to these types of individuals. So keep that in mind. You not only have to contend with the dark matter, but also with dark entities hitching a ride. What you are looking at is a picture of red hot dark matter moving at a rapid pace. When dark matter is in this state, the chances of it colliding into one another is greatly increased. As I said earlier in this video, dark matter is highly destructive not only to itself, but to anything within its proximity during the collision. Debris can travel long distances based on how much force was applied during the collision. For example, if a building is under a controlled implosion process, you still want to be as far away from that site as possible to ensure none of the debris would make contact with you. The debris does not discriminate. It doesn't care whether you are rich or poor, what your occupation is. It just functions as a projectile traveling at a high rate of speed. The same situation can be applied to dark matter when it's in a hot, hastened state and it collides. I know that's hard to imagine, but that's what dark matter does. Now let's look at the entities in this dark matter. As I stated previously, dark matter attracts dark entities or forces. Many people choose not to believe in dark entities, and then I can understand why that is the case. It's frightening. However, the dark entities you chose not to believe gain an advantage by your ignorance. They are far more clever than you know, and they count on people not believing in them. When they finally do reveal themselves, you will be struck by fear and frozen. The element of surprise gives them the upper hand. You would be in such a tremendous state of shock, they would be able to use you in any way they choose. Dark matter effects on humans. Dark matter effects on humans is usually minor depending on what state it's in. If dark matter is in a slow, cool state as it passes through humans, and there are no collisions between dark matter, then the human body will not be affected. If it's in a fast, heated state as it passes through the human body, there is a greater chance dark particles will collide and cause damage to the body's cell structure, resulting in mutations. Mutations result from dark matter collisions with the human body. As a result of dark matter collisions in or near the cell's nucleus in one's body, this could destroy DNA or abnormally alter its structure. This can cause physical or psychological mutations. Since this dark matter comes from a sinister or wicked force, this could make it twice or three times worse. There may be two or more entities invading and controlling a person's thoughts and behavior. Mind control comes to mind. You never know what is lurking in dark matter. You never know what dark matter might drag in. That's a true statement. No matter whether we support the opening of the portal, the CERN will open the portal. It appears that the scientific community is drawn to the unknown, and so are some civilians. The dark matter, as well as the dark entities they drag in, will enter our dimension. These entities will see many of you as easy bait for your doubtfulness. These entities come from different dimensions looking for new hunting grounds, feeding on people's fear and controlling their minds and bodies. Who knows? They may do it for sport or to win souls for their master of darkness. This is not a battle you can win with weapons, people. Spirits are not of the flesh. You can only win this battle on a spiritual level by believing in Christ and asking Him to protect you. He's your only hope. Again, you never know what dark matter might drag in. Thanks for watching and listening to the discussion. Let me know what your thoughts are by dropping them off in the comments section on YouTube. Remember to subscribe and tell others to consume the message on InfoProbe channel. So long.